Hello everybody, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, with you Mr. Ahmed Al-Arabi from Afaq Educational Company. In this video, we are gonna continue the discussion of Unit 4, which entitled Communication, Lesson 4, Grammar. In this grammar rule, we are gonna talk about the causative form. What do we mean by a causative form? Before answering this question, let's study these examples. I fixed my car yesterday. I wash my car once a week. I had the mechanic fix my car. I have my car washed once a week. What's the difference between the sentences in black and the sentences in red? The first two sentences, I fixed my car yesterday, I washed my car once a week, that means I do the action by myself without any help from another person. I fixed my car yesterday, that means I fixed my car by myself without any help yesterday. I wash my car once a week, that means I wash my car by myself without any help, without asking any person to help me. While these sentences, I had the mechanic fix my car, here I arranged the mechanic, I asked the mechanic, I had the mechanic to fix my car. I have my car washed once a week, that means I asked another person to wash my car once a week. So the causative form means that if you have something, someone do something for you, then you use the causative form. That one especially when he is a professional. For example, if you have the waiter bring you a glass of water, that is a causative. If you have your hair cut, that is a causative voice. Now we need to know the first thing we need to do is to understand how to construct, how to form the sentence in the causative form. Let's start with the active causative. The formation of a sentence in the active causative. The sentence begins with the subject. After that, we use the causative verb, followed with the agent, we followed with the verb, and at last we can use the object. The subject, either it is a noun or pronoun. So, but the causative verb is, we can use one of these verbs, have, make, let, or get, plus the agent, maybe a person or something or anything, noun or pronoun or pronoun. After that we use the verb. The verb here, after have, make, and let, we use the verb in the bare infinitive or base form of the verb without any addition, like eat, mend, fix, and so on. But after get, we use the verb in the full infinitive to plus the base form of the verb. Let's study these examples. I had the barber cut my hair. I had here had the past form of have. I had the barber here is the agent. Cut is the verb in the base form. I am having the mechanic fix my car. I am having, verb to have, the causative verb, the mechanic is the agent, and fix is the verb in the base form. I'll get my sister to do my lunch. Will get here, my sister is the agent, to do is the verb, the causative verb, it's in the full infinitive. After get, the agent, and followed with the full infinitive. What about the passive causative? In the passive causative, we begin with the subject, followed with the causative verb and the object plus pp. At the end, we can use by the agent, and it's optional, you can use it or not. What are the causative verbs in the passive causative? We use have or get. Only we use have or get, followed with the past participle form of the verb. Past participle form of the verb here. Let's study these examples. I have just had my hair cut. I have just had my hair cut. Yeah, I have just had here the causative verb in the present perfect tense. My hair is the object. Cut is the past participle of cut. Cut present, cut past participle. Cut. If you say that I have cut my hair here, that means you have cut my hair by yourself. But actually you asked another person, you asked the barber to cut your hair. So it is supposed to say that I have just had my hair cut. I got my car fixed. Here it's a causative sentence in the passive form. I got my car fixed. Got is the causative verb in the passive form. My car is the object, and fixed is the past participle of fix. Because you ask another person to do that for you, that person is the mechanic. I got the mechanic to fix my car. Ali will have his house decorated. Ali will have his house decorated. Will have is the causative verb, his house is the object, decorated is the past participle. So we can, the brief of this rule is that have something done, get something done, have someone do, get someone to do. The causative, the forms of have in different tenses. Present simple we use have. Present continuous we use am, is, or are plus having. Past simple we use had. Past continuous we use have, was, or were plus having. Present perfect simple we use has or have plus had. Present perfect continuous has or have been having. Past perfect simple had. Past perfect continuous we use had. Well, future simple we use will have. Future continuous will be having. Future perfect simple we use will have had. Future perfect continuous will have been having. Infinitive we use to have, and the gerund having. The forms of get in different tenses. In the causative form, in the present simple we use get. In the present continuous we use am, is, or are plus getting. And in the past simple we use got. Past continuous was, or were plus getting. Present perfect simple has or have got. Present perfect continuous has or have been getting. Past perfect simple we use had got. Past perfect continuous had been getting. Future simple will get. Future continuous will be getting. Future perfect simple will have got. Future perfect continuous will have been getting. Infinitive we use to get. Gerund getting. Look at this picture. In the first picture here, he will repair the TV set. He will repair the TV set. In the sentence, the person is doing the action by himself. Will do the action by himself. He will repair the TV set. But if he asked another person, he arranged another person to do that for you, we can say that he will have the TV set repaired in the passive form. That means we can use get. He will get the TV set repaired. But in the active form, with the causative form, in the active, here he is having the technician repair the TV set. Here it's active causative, because here we mention the agent after the causative verb. He is getting a technician to repair the TV set. He was measuring his blood pressure. That means he was doing the action by himself without any help of other person. But if he asked the doctor to do that for him, we can say that he was having his blood pressure measured. He was having causative verb, the object his blood pressure, measured is the past participle of measure. He was getting his blood pressure measured. Also we can say that in the active, he was having a doctor measure his pressure. He was getting a doctor to measure his pressure. The mechanic repairs his car. That means in the active or regular sentence, he has his car. If we wanted to use the causative form, he has his car repaired by the mechanic. We can use by the mechanic, or we can delete it or omit it. He has his car repaired. He gets his car repaired by the mechanic. He had the mechanic repair his car. He gets the mechanic to repair his car. The first two, he has his car repaired, he gets his car repaired in the passive form, in the passive causative. But he had the mechanic repair his car, he gets the mechanic to repair his car. These sentences in the active causative. Okay, now let's, my dear, turn to your student's book, page 47. Complete the following dialogue with the causative form when necessary. Where necessary. Jamie, I'm sorry, but I can't fix the central heating problem myself. Here, the person can do the thing by himself, so we don't have to use the causative form in the sentence, so we can say that I can't fix the central heating problem myself. That's okay, we'll have to blank fix it by a plumber. So here we use the causative form because we don't do the thing by ourselves, but we ask another person like a plumber or any other person to do that for us. So we use that to have or get it fixed. Have or get it fixed. Why did you come in by bus today? Why did you come in by bus today? Blank. You serve your car. Mark. No, I have to go to the city center later, and it's difficult to find parking there, so I'm just going to take the underground. So the correct answer here is, are you having your car served in the causative form? Are you having your car served? Here in the causative form in the present progressive tense. 4. Safe, I blank cut my hair at the barber's when a car crashed into front window yesterday. Ahmed, wow, that's awful. Was anyone hurt? In this sentence we use, yes, of course, we also use the causative form. We can say that I was having my hair cut. I was having or getting my hair cut at the barber's when a car crashed into front of window yesterday. Tom and Mike, what are you going to do about your computer? Mike, I'm not going to blank technician repair it again and pay an arm and a leg. An arm and a leg, we have discussed it in the previous lesson, which means a big amount of money or a lot of money. Pay an arm and a leg means pay a lot of money here. Here we can use that have or get it repaired. Yeah, I'm not going to have or get it repaired by a technician. Have or get it repaired by a technician. We use a causative form because we don't do that thing by ourselves, but we ask another person to do that for us. 6. I'll buy a new one. Yes, I'll buy, because it's easy. I'll buy. I don't ask another person, another one to buy a new one for us. We do that thing for ourselves, so we don't have to use causative in this sentence. Buy a new one. 7. Tracy blank deductions paint their house every year. Jessica, no, exactly. They can't afford it, so they blank painted themselves. So here we have to use the causative form in form of question. Do the Jackson have their house painted? Do the Jackson have their house painted? No, exactly, they can't afford it. So they, yes, paint it by themselves. The last one, the last mini dialogue, you are asked to answer it at home with yourself, my dear. Thank you for your kind listening. I wish you had enjoyed my lesson today. Thanks. Wishing you the best success and excellency in all your life. Goodbye.